Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Can't Understand Normal Thinking with your hosts, Matt Smokler and Pat Charkin. This is a podcast where we always are challenging our listeners to determine if we're the fucked up ones or if it's just the rest of the world that's fucked up. Today's November 10th, 2024.
Day before Veterans Day.
Yeah, definitely,
Thank you to the veterans.
yes, salute to all the veterans. So, I don't know, Pat, what happened this week? Something happened?
Yeah, I took 3 shits in 4 days.
3 shits in 4 days.
Yeah.
3 shits in 4 days.
And on Wednesday, I managed to wash myself in liberal tears.
Oh, liberal tears. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we just saved America. We just saved America from the brink of collapse with this fucking Democratic cunt.
Oh my God, it was a landslide.
A landslide. That's how many people fucking hate her and hate the way this country's fucking going.
Wow. First, I think we should actually let's just congratulate Donald Trump on, backing up his word.
Dude, he bitch slapped her. He fucked her with his socks on. That's exactly what he did. She didn't win one fucking county that Joe Biden didn't win and he outperformed her at every county in 2020. I mean, that was stolen, so I guess.
I think that I heard yesterday, it was official, Arizona, he won Arizona. He got every single swing state.
Yeah. I called
one.
I called it. People are fucking so sick of this shit. People don't want this shit. So it's the fucking fact that the minority, that left minority is so fucking loud that people in the Democratic Party think that a lot of people think like that. When really it's only maybe like 5% of their party think that, kids have the right to chop off their dicks.
I mean, it's, if you just look at how people reacted to the loss, and if you
I love it. I love watching them fucking break down. Like, I was pissed when Trump lost, even though I didn't vote for him. I voted third party because I wanted the libertarians to stay on ballot.
right?
But I wasn't like fucking crying. I went back to fucking work. I did what I had to fucking do. These people are crying.
They're setting up their phones in
I
their
hope they kill
cars.
themselves. I typed, that's what I did on Twitter. I'm going to kill yourself, you fucking liberal. Kill yourself.
But hold on, to play devil's advocate, aren't you just I know you personally, but isn't that really just doing the same thing that the left is doing right now? Like,
I don't care. I saw fucking win. and we've taken so much shit. I've been called trash, racist. Okay.
You'll accept that.
I understand it, but hateful. And really, I'm not racist. I really don't give a fuck. I just find it funny to say nigger and Joe. It's a funny word.
Well, you usually do it in a creative way. I mean, like if a person is just saying,
it's funny. It's funny.
It's a little uncomfortable for me, but I get it.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah. Well, you gotta get comfortable.
Do I think she's a chink? No. But is it funny?
Yes.
Yeah. Smokler. I know he fucks her in the ass and says, take it, you fucking cool.
Like, thank God.
We got her back for Nam, didn't we, Smoke? You dropped a load on her. Just like the Maidan Delta.
Oh my goodness. Well, getting back to what we were saying, when I was I'm relatively new to X or Twitter, as you can tell by our social media.
Yo, you know what's great about that too? Elon Musk cut like 90% of that workforce in Twitter. And it's running better than ever.
Of course.
Free speech.
Yep.
It's finally fucking free.
Yeah.
And Trump's going to offer him, supposedly, he's going to have a new position where he just cleans up government waste.
I love it.
The guy's a fucking genius. I don't care if you don't like his politics. Elon Musk is a fucking genius.
And because social media is a part of, news and media, I wouldn't be surprised if he has him cleaning up all the bullshit on as many social media platforms, maybe just X. But, get all that fake news out there, all that misinformation.
Dude, I love the fucking, what he does on X with the little labels.
Right.
Like, this isn't a Ukrainian soldier shooting, it's a Russian soldier.
Yeah.
Or this isn't really shot in Hamas. This was in a movie in 2007.
Yeah, so they actually have
community notes. It's called community notes.
They have someone on there that's making sure that
we don't have this fake liberal bullshit out there.
Because on the internet, let's be honest, anyone can put anything up there. You don't have to.
Yeah, we call that CNN.com.
So I really was so happy that Trump won. Simply just for the simple fact that it's saving America, but I hate the hypocrisy out there. And I was trolling X one night because I have to learn how to use that, to be honest.
I mean,
And
you just fucking look at it.
yeah, I always come up with an excuse not, to not be on there. But I found the liberal tears things, and I'm noticing all these people venting their frustrations, and they're allowed to have their feelings. They're allowed to be sad or whatnot.
We're allowed to make fun of it.
Yeah. And my whole thing is why are you sitting in your car yelling at your phone, saying all these hateful things about Trump and the people, right?
Go do something.
Go down and do something.
No, you know why? Because they love protesting because they don't fucking work. I'm telling you, Smoke, I can't even work on the podcast because I fucking work all day.
Right.
I'm fucking tired.
I get it.
By the time I go home, I have time to whack it off and fucking go to sleep.
Take care of your dog. Go to sleep.
Watch a little ESPN. Watch a little Bravo and go to bed. These motherfuckers don't do anything all day, so they have time to think about how I could give a fuck about Palestine and stupid shit like that. Go get a fucking job, you stupid fuck.
Yeah. Stop sitting in your bathroom, screaming at your phone, blaming everyone else.
Yeah.
For either
you shot a cock off, not us. You grew your fucking clit into a cock, not us.
There's a solution to anything out there if you work hard enough, if you try hard enough, and the solution
is not kill yourself. Do it. And just remember what podcast told you to kill yourself.
Well, okay. I like that. Let's go back to 2020, which was the birth of cancel culture. People, comedians or artists or anyone out there who had to watch what they were saying because they hurt someone's feelings.
Yes.
People have the right to hurt feelings. You have also the right to not allow your feelings to get hurt.
They have those fight words, but cunt's not a fight word.
No.
I guess if you call someone a nigger, I guess that's a fight word, maybe.
Possibly.
But if I call you a nigger, it's okay.
It all depends on the context.
Yeah, context.
It's all
and I'm not going to go up to a black guy and say that because it's not funny that way.
Well, South Park did a great episode with the word fag. Fag does not mean, I don't think it means anything negative towards gay people. So is being a fag.
Being a fag.
Stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
Just go out and do what you have to do. Stop crying about it.
Yeah. You're a fucking fag. A finucchio. That's an old school Italian.
Oh, yeah.
They use that in produce a lot.
But yeah, just...
You got a cock in your mouth, Smoke?
What am I, fag? So just again, congratulations to President Trump. President-elect Trump.
Let's hope he makes it there because I read this. I actually don't think Iran fucking had, you saw that with the FBI thing. It looked like the FBI just wants to win some points with him before.
Well, also, that was brought out briefly a couple weeks before the election.
Yeah.
They kept that on the down.
But if you read the article, all that happened was a Revolutionary Guard.
Mm-hmm.
He was given an order to come to America to try and kill Trump. They never say how he was going to do it, if he had the money, who was funding him. We know Iran was funding him, but it was really bleak. That part of me thinks that they did this just to show, like, hey, we're on your side now.
Yeah.
Because he's going in there, and I hope he puts Vivek in front of in charge of the FBI or DOJ, and they just gut the shit out of it. Ron Paul's joining the team. I heard.
Okay.
I heard Tulsi Gabbard's joining.
Ron Paul was it?
He's libertarian.
During the first time Trump ran, I remember.
You might be thinking of his son Rand Paul.
Oh yes, okay.
Dr. Ron Paul, he's a true libertarian. He was coming out with Against the War in Iraq back in 2005.
Okay.
He's a fucking genius. This guy. He's no bullshit. There's no reason for us to be giving money to any other country other than America.
Surprised by how much you actually know about this. Like you're going all the way back to the fucking 2005.
I'm a big documentary guy.
So again, too big to Rick.
Even for the league.
Yeah, he called it. And he was able to connect with the people. He was able to connect with what's going on in this country and what people want. And you know what? I'm glad that things turned out the way they did. It was a historical thing.
He beat the shit out of two women.
Think about what he went through in the last year and a half.
Dude, he was getting fucking every which way. And they're wrapping that up. Jack Smith announced the other day that they are wrapping up the investigation. They postponed his sentencing. So now he's just got to pardon himself. So basically we just wasted billions of money to crucify a man all he did was fuck with his socks on and try not to get his wife to fucking
And who
hear
actually
about
loves America.
it.
Yeah.
Dude, he loves America.
He actually loves America.
America, golfing, fucking with his socks on. That was like Trump's main things.
You know, what a comeback. They tried to crucify him. Like,
Dude, I was actually like, I didn't want him to run because I thought everyone hates him so much that it's just going to be another anti-Trump thing. And I didn't know if he had the best chance, but he fucking, the way he proved himself out there by getting shot, by pretty much just making all the right calls straight up the board, you know, always putting America first. It struck with a lot of voters across America that, you know, record high inflation.
well, I want to give a shout out to two comedians out there who definitely swing left, and that's Bill Maher and Jon Stewart. Bill Maher,
Bill Maher's been getting a little bit smart.
And I used to think he was a cunt back in the day.
He does have his cunt things,
But-
you know he likes taking shits on black women.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I read a rumor about that.
Okay, so that means it must be true.
Or maybe he likes getting shit on fucking by black women.
Oh, you read about it on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Oh, he has a black wife.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
So,
but what these two both said after the election, especially when Bill Maher had guaranteed that Harris was going to win, Jon Stewart openly has said that Trump won this election fair and square, and with all the crucifying that he went through the democratic process, proved that it works, and beat the dog shit out of her, and then lambasted the Democrats. And same thing with Bill Maher. You know, they were not criticizing. Oh, they probably were, I don't know, but they were basically, you know, looking at the Democrats and the people who were voting and basically said, you need to change your fucking priorities.
dude, there's too far left. No one gives a fuck. People don't want to hear about fucking kids chopping their cocks off. They want a safe fucking border, lower groceries, no wars. That's what we want. We don't want this shit, you stupid fucks. And you know what? I love watching MSNBC. Reverend Sharpton. What the fuck am I calling about Reverend? Al Sharpton. And Joe Scarborough, I swear to God, he morphed into Rachel Maddow. They're the same fucking person. They look exactly the same. But they were saying that blacks and Mexicans have become racist misogynists.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the reason why she lost.
Yep.
How about she's a fucking cunt that lied? How about that, you fucking thought?
She raised like
a billion. She's $50
billion?
million in debt.
20 million.
20 million.
Like in debt, but she raised a shit ton. Historically, again, she somehow got all this money.
Well, she had the Biden money too.
Yep. And spent it all on
Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera.
Well, they couldn't. You know what? They had to last second cancel Alanis Morissette. You know?
Well, first of all, she's Canadian.
Yeah, they didn't have enough money for that.
In my pocket. And I'm glad they canceled her because I do like that last one.
Yeah.
I
think of all the artists they chose, you know.
Kid Rock, guess what? He sang that fucking RNC for free.
Well, so did all these other people, but what it was is to set up these productions, especially the last minute.
Dude, like Christina Aguilera was not getting a chunk out of 20 million. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break.
So again, we just want to just congratulate him. Let's also give a congratulations to all the people out there that voted for him.
Thank God.
And did the right thing, you know, for all of us, for your country. But moving on, let's do a little recap from last week.
Yeah.
Well, what did we go over a little bit? I'm going to say we went through Steven Seagal, right?
Yeah. Big films. Steven Seagal.
I caught up
with Lawman.
With Lawman.
That was your homework.
My God, I love that show.
Dude, great show.
He is awesome.
Great show.
Oh, you gotta be willing with bullets. Yeah, you gotta be willing with the gun.
Come on, Chief. How would I trust this?
Oh, was that keto?
Yeah.
Keto. One of my homework things I said I was gonna do, and I didn't. I want to learn more about just the keto. How do you say it? What Hakito.
Well, Hakito is you use the force of someone's punch, and then you reverse it on him.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have to move to do it.
Yeah. Well, you see my fighting stance. This is his fighting stance. It's him fucking with covering his belly. The best is he's in full tactical gear the whole.
It's so great. And I know exactly what you're talking about. So he goes into like Terminator mode. Like he has to sit in shotgun, and then like he'll see like what he's doing. He's eyeing people down. He's talking to his partner, which he definitely talks like he's black.
Yeah.
Hey Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Yeah. And what it is all of a sudden he'll zone in on something. And like, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. Yo,
brother on the side. He's got
Oh yeah, and he
he
just
loves a brother.
they also have to, because it's TV and everything. They also show like the softer side of cops, like where he's trying to help people out.
Dude, wait till he goes into his backyard to train for machete.
I didn't
He
see.
gets the fucking katana knives and the katana swords, and he's got watermelons, and it's him and his 2 German shepherds and his Chinese wife, and he's out there just slicing swords in a fucking gi.
Oh, that's awesome,
Dude. I got a hard on when I watched it. I was fully erect.
He has some songs.
Do you ever pop Viagra?
I have.
Yeah, I love it. I get it now with the fucking. I get it prescribed from the fucking.
Very good.
Dude, it's like fuck.
Yeah,
I get to a fucking chin up on my cock.
What's frustrating with me, and when it comes to Viagra, is I'm on so much different medication. Sometimes it doesn't even fucking work for me.
If you're not taking the good stuff, you gotta try Cialis.
I have to.
Cialis will pop in the 24 hours. That shit. The best is you take it at like 7 o'clock in the morning. 12 hours later, you're ready to go.
Oh, good.
But
Because
the girl walks by, it's fucking down your leg already.
Oh wow! All right.
And the best is
What happens?
your load.
What happens if you pop 2, like a Viagra and a Cialis? Because I have both.
I took 2 Viagras once. I thought I was gonna die.
Okay, good.
It's not good because your heart's going like 1,000 miles a minute, and I was just like, I had to fucking sit in the corner for a minute just to fucking calm myself down.
Yeah.
But Cialis, man, I'm talking like just a girl walking by with the smell, and you're raising the pole.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how he got off Steven Seagal. Oh yeah, it's getting hard from Seagal.
We also discussed a little bit last week, Peanut the squirrel.
Yeah.
This was the squirrel that the DEC, what is it, DEC?
DEC, Department of Environmental Conservation.
Yep. They raided this house.
Quick question, Smoke.
Yep.
If I could give you one choice, you could bring back either Peanut the squirrel
Right.
or George Floyd.
Oh, Peanut, no heartbeat.
Oh yeah. You know why? Because Peanut died. Well, they both died of bad death.
Right. Let's be honest.
But Peanut died a really sad death.
He did, and it wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair.
It wasn't. So I think what was happening was there's a conspiracy going on. First of all, Peanut the squirrel had a million followers, or a couple million followers, and their owners had, what was it? OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans, yeah.
So
Instagram, TikTok.
Peanut the squirrel got a lot of attention prior to the election, right? Died. And then if you notice when they were waiting for when Harris was at, I guess for college, Howard or whatnot, the squirrel was running around them, which I think people were pointing out it might have been a bad omen for. So,
Peanut coming back from the dead, just the fucking robber.
And someone had ratted on this couple. I don't know who. For some reason to have the DEC brought to your house, which I believe is liberal, to have them brought to your house.
I think the environment's liberal.
It shows that people's freedoms are getting or were in jeopardy. How can you not be allowed to have a squirrel? How could you not?
Dude, they had 20 acres. If the squirrel chooses to live in the house, but you know what? The DEC is not coming when I have a fucking mouse in my house.
Right.
I want them to come.
First of all, they euthanized these things and then had to chop their heads off.
What? Okay, because of rabies?
Yeah, because of rabies. And they didn't have rabies.
No kidding. It's on fucking
because people were making money. Okay. And someone ratted on them. And I guess they're trying to bring it to Trump's attention or whatnot. Somehow it lined up with the election. But naturally,
Elon Musk put it out there.
He did?
Yeah, it was him. That's how I found out about it.
So, and it's I don't know.
It's very sad.
Well, that's what we talked about last week.
Yeah. I'm still not happy about it. Bring back Peanut. George Floyd, you're still dead.
And just to wrap up the recap, I fucking love Steven Seagal, and I'm going to keep watching his movies. I'm going to keep referring to him,
Oh, dude, he's a true cocksman. And he just watching him move. I just watched the documentaries with him when he does with the martial arts.
He's a jazz. Did you know that? Yeah, he's a bass. He's a bassist, and he
slaps the bass.
He rips it up on there. It's
the worst music ever.
Yeah, he's so amazing. Like when you watch him.
Oh, dude, it's like a toothpick too, because he's so fucking.
He plays his bass or his guitar the same way that he does his Aikido.
Yeah.
Like
He uses the motion to bring it to...
his seriousness. I just hope one day because he wears this
Where's the bandana?
Yeah. Right? But like not the black one he wears when he's a cop.
No.
He wears the colorful one.
Yeah. But he wears the same fucking like BDUs. Basically, it's just like it's like a police uniform without the badge. Doesn't he sing in it too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's got to be the lead singer. How is he not?
No, yeah, you can't have someone else lead sing Steven Seagal's band. The Seagulls. Steven and the Seagulls.
So we're going to move on. I think we had said last week that we're continuing our top five movies.
Going to Mel Gibson.
Yeah, we are going to Mel Gibson. But first, you know what? I want to go out of order of how we do things. I want to read an email.
I was going to do my Mel Gibson first.
You want to do Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to follow it up with a follow-up email we have from someone because
I didn't like this email, so I'm like,
oh, okay. So you want to go?
I want to do my list first.
Very good. Oh, so you're gonna you have some disagreements?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for this. We're gonna start with Mel Gibson. Let me just give you guys a little background on Mel. He is phenomenal fucking actor and has done just unless you've lived under a rock, you have to I don't know, I'm lost of words. So let me just go through some of his history. First of all, whether or not you know this or not, he wasn't born in Australia. Mel Gibson was born.
I didn't know that.
He was born in Peekskill, New York, January 3rd, 1956, and was at 12 years old.
He moved to Australia. You could tell he has an Australian accent.
Of course.
Besides Mad Max when he's in Australia, but in other movies you could tell, like even in Ransom, give me back my soul.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's why he was so good in Braveheart, because he could just
that's way different accent.
It is, but it's the accent, I believe.
He was good in Braveheart because he's a real fucking man. He knows what it's like to fight for your freedom.
So he actually moved from New York with his parents to Sydney, Australia.
His dad was a great man too. Like playing dress up a little too much, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think there's pictures of his father in a Hitler costume.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Well,
yeah. It was a Halloween prank, I think.
Let me just go through a few of his accolades before we go through a little bit of his controversies. Wow, he's got a lot of accolades here. I wrote down a lot of shit.
Dude, he's rich. He has his own fucking...
I spent a lot of time going through this stuff, and I could have been going through a lot more. You know what? This man has won a lot of fucking awards in America and in Australia.
Well, Australia doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like the size of like...
Yeah, but he still has them there. There's a reason why he was canceled for a little bit, but always makes a comeback.
Yeah.
But again, another thing, unless you've lived under a rock, where some of his legendary controversies, like the 2006 DUI. Oh, how horrible was that? He basically said the Jews were responsible for all the...
Unpause it?
Yeah. Pardon the interruption, everyone. Believe it or not, we're not in our normal studio today. I live in a Fairfield Apartments, and we're actually in the gym kitchenette. So
someone working out.
Yeah, there's someone working out behind us. Luckily,
she has earphones.
She has earphones in, and she's on the elliptical, instead of the treadmill. So thankfully, we can continue going on this. And thankfully, the liberal who works in the office next door already stepped out.
But Suffolk police might be showing up. So you might hear pause a couple more times in this episode. We'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah. Just to continue with Mel Gibson just a little history. He had the DUI incident in 2006 where he blamed the Jews for being responsible for
Hollywood,
for all the wars in the world. He even asked the officers.
Let's be honest. He's true. Case in point, Israel.
He referred to the officer at the time as sugar tits and asked her if she was a Jew.
He's even on comedy when he's not even trying to be.
Oh my God.
Well, he's just so quick on his feet.
Dude, I going into his other great controversy was the recorded tapes with his ex-girlfriend,
oh my God,
Askana Jurgov, whatever. And she
Gibson,
and she's the definition of
money whore.
Yeah, of what is it?
Russian
of a gaslighting cunt.
Yes,
and
she knew she was recording him. And Mel has a problem with the alcohol.
Yeah,
as we all do.
Yeah, well, and he's also a rageaholic, as you can tell.
Well,
dude, think he'd have a fucking stroke. That guy, he jacked because he should have dropped it.
You make $20 million a fucking month. You work your ass off to build this empire,
right?
you want to take a jacuzzi ride. You're in the jacuzzi. You have this wife who already gave you, or your girlfriend who already gave birth to your kid that she's living in your $50 million mansion for free. He needs a blowjob.
Yeah. Priorities.
Priority. Not even that should be her duty. There's a million other women.
That's what he
in
said.
the world that would do it, and she decided to record him.
well, she was also a musician or whatnot that he was funding all of her shit.
Yeah.
And she
was on the Stomp
fucking
Show.
horrible if you listen to it, and she was just a fucking manipulative bitch. Pushing his buttons.
I did not want to go in the jacuzzi with you, Mela.
Oh no, what it was is I fell asleep. He basically wrote before we get to Charkin.
You fell asleep.
before
You should go in the hot tub and blow me.
I guess what it was, he had to leave the room for a minute, for a couple minutes, and she fell asleep on him, and he fucking.
She wasn't sleeping too.
Yeah.
You know it. She was faking it.
Yeah, of course.
I knew it from back here, and so did Mel. He should have punched her in the face.
He blew his fucking stack.
Because he didn't blow his load.
Yeah.
you gotta get that poison out sometimes. It's a poison. It really is. It's a poison in your body that you need to put it on someone's face or stomach.
So, enough of his, of a background of Mel Gibson. And
he's just a great guy.
He really is.
Really, just a great guy. A real man's man.
I wish I could hang out with mid to end 40s Mel Gibson.
Imagine a party with him and fucking Seagal.
Dude, that'd be great. I can't imagine because of how amazing it would be.
I guarantee both of them fuck with their socks on.
Yeah.
Seagal
definitely.
Seagal definitely does with a shirt, too. He goes full B when he backs.
You know why I'm going to say Mel may not? Because I think he goes like full Braveheart,
Oh, you think he's got a kilt?
Yeah.
Face painted halfway?
Yeah. And guy has always been jacked, even probably at the age he is now, like fucking.
Oh, dude, I told you, he has like a Twitter news feed of him. Mm-hmm. Now he's big into the Catholic Church.
Oh, well, he's got to make up for it.
He's getting all over these bishops for suspending priests. And not the ones that touch little boys, for other shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not down with that.
Now, without further ado, and enough of my babbling, the fucking drivel, here's Sharky with his top 5.
Well, first I'm going to go with an honorable mention.
Okay.
Mad Max. You ever see Mad Max?
Okay, hold on. You're going to get mad at me. I watched it for the first time the other day.
Oh, at least you watched it.
Okay.
Fucking great movie. Right?
Amazing. I was cursing myself.
You know what's so great about it is that you could see it happening, kind of.
Right.
Because it's basically, there's no oil.
Right.
This is before Elon Musk. So there's no oil. There's famine, there's financial chaos, and this biker gang has a problem with them.
Right.
And Mel can't let that happen.
Right.
He's an officer with the Main Force Patrol.
Yep.
He has
interceptor.
Yeah. This gang has such a problem with him, just like Seagal did in Hard to Kill. They murdered his family.
Mm.
You don't murder Mel Gibson's fucking family and get away with it. Not in these days. So basically, he has nothing but his instincts to survival and retribution. And that's the basic plot of the movie. But what's great about it is they did this thing on Discovery Channel called The Colony.
Okay.
It's a reality show where they had basic Mad Max. If you have either HBO Max,
right,
or Discovery Plus, it's on there, The Colony, where they put 9 people in there. They sleep deprive them. And then they have like a handyman, a fucking rocket scientist, a military guy, a regular worker, a psychiatrist, a nurse, and they have to build these tools and fight off all these marauders,
right,
and try and escape.
Okay.
But it's basically Mad Max set in today's day and age.
Right.
But it's a great premise, great movie. Just, on a lot of people's top 5, this would have been number 1, but he's just so good, that it gets an honorable mention. There's going to be a lot of movies that I leave out that, don't even get an honorable mention that would have been top 3 on anyone else's list.
Well,
that's how great he is.
Mel Gibson's that amazing of an actor.
Yeah. And this is my top 5, which is the only top 5 that matters. Number 5, Lethal Weapon 1.
Okay.
The first scene in the movie is Mel Gibson's coked up wife, all fucking drunk and cooked up, naked, jumping off
Skin.
Oh, skin.
Skin.
Big titties flapping all over the place. And these things are like fishtails.
Okay.
And
Donkey bombs.
donkey bombs. But these moved.
Okay.
They're more like the Munches tits.
Okay.
There was one in California, one in fucking North Dakota. But so she jumps off and lands in a car.
Okay.
Mel Gibson then becomes reckless and suicidal. And he is assigned a new partner, which just happens to be Danny Glover.
Wow.
Better known as Roger Murtaugh. His name's Riggs in this too. And they uncover a major drug trafficking ring, and Riggs just doesn't give a fuck anymore because his girl's dead. He's got this black partner he just met, and he's ready to fucking kill people. Great film.
I'm saying he's not too happy that he's got a black partner.
He's happy, but it's better than a Jew. That's what he's thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, it could be worse.
Murtaugh sounds a little Irish, so we got that. But
kind of like Donovan McNabb.
yeah. But if you look at this is not the reason I picked Lethal Weapon 1. One is because of the tits right in the beginning.
Okay.
Also,
skin right off the
top. 4 is a great one. 2 is the first one with Joe Pesci.
Okay.
And Apartheid in Africa, which is always great.
Yeah.
Anytime in apartheid. But 3, Renee Russo is involved, and she's also involved 2, 3, and 4. And that one's good too. But Lethal Weapon 1 sets up the whole scene for the rest of the things, and I believe this is the
franchise.
The rest of the franchise, and there's tits right in the first 5 minutes, so it hits number 5.
And let me ask, does it have cursing?
Of course,
okay.
It's rated R.
And it's got
violence and action. Doesn't have action.
Well, I'm just saying, it hits the trifecta. Yeah, it hits the trifecta.
One of our email writers and I are going to believe that you just asked if Lethal Weapon has action.
No, it was more of like a rhetorical question.
Did you hear that, Mark? Number 4, Get the Gringo.
Yes.
This is extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. This came out after the 2 controversies.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
So it was already blacklisted.
Really blacklisted. Real low budget film. It starts off, he's basically a getaway driver dressed as a clown. And he's fleeing the American border towards Mexico. And he makes it. But the driver crashes through the border fence. And, the Mexicans find over $10 million. So there goes the money.
Yeah.
And off goes Mel Gibson to a Mexican prison. Now, in Mexico, and this is true, it's different types of prisons down there. It's like you pretty much pay for what you got. You live with your clothes. Families live there.
Yep.
It's like a slum place basically in the house. So he's in the Mexican prison, and there's a woman there, a Mexican girl.
She's life on the other side of that wall. I can't imagine.
Dude, it actually feels a little bit better over there, I think.
Okay.
For the prison life. If you have money.
Right.
And if you're Mel Gibson.
Naturally.
So he befriends this kid who's got a hot mom who, Mel wants to fuck. So he befriends this kid, and, the kid, I don't even know how to explain this.
Well, what he does is he charms Mel, is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
He charms Mel, and, Mel is probably, I think what you had said to me earlier was, you got a kid, you got a mom that he probably wants to bang. Voila.
Yeah. But basically, so I don't want to give away too much of a plot. So he has this kid. He has the mother who wants to bang. The kid's original father was killed by this gang that's also in the prison. Right. And I think they harvested his liver or something and sold it.
Okay.
That they now find out they think Gibson has $2 million. So they're going after him. So him, the kid, and the mother that Mel Gibson's banging has to get out of prison. And that's the basic plot. But Mel Gibson's also like a Liam Neeson Taken type character around in this movie. So you don't want to fuck with him.
Okay.
He's smart and quick with his hands. Great movie. Very underrated. And since he came out with after all the controversies, makes it even better.
Okay. So that's at number 2.
That's number 4.
Okay.
I go backwards. I don't do the other way.
Okay. I like it.
We count down. We don't count up. I know the other email writer counts down. Number 3. Give me back my son.
Oh, Ransom.
Airline owner, Mel Gibson.
Yep.
basically, he's fucking rich. He lives in a great penthouse thing. That's Tribeca. He's married to Renee Russo again. You know?
They like bringing her in though.
Yeah.
He likes bringing her into his films.
This has a great bad guy, Gary Sinise, who's also a police detective.
Okay.
NYPD detective. He's the head bad guy. But it also has a cameo from a bad guy you wouldn't recognize at first. Donnie Wahlberg from NKOTB.
Oh wow! And this has got to be young Donnie Wahlberg.
He's young and fat.
Yeah.
This is before Jenny McCarthy.
Yep.
This was when he wasn't pulling anything close to Jenny McCarthy.
Yep. We're not talking about Band of Brothers.
We're not talking about Sixth Sense Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
he was like on heroin. We're talking like, I'm fat and Wahlberg. Like, you wouldn't recognize him if I didn't tell him.
Okay.
But basically, they're fucking around with him. They're not giving back it. They steal his son. They want this money. He wants to pay. He wants his kid back. This is nothing for him. Just pay, get the kid back. But they're messing with him. They're not giving his kid back. So he doesn't take the advice of the cops. Instead, he goes on Fox 5 News.
Nice.
And you think he's going to NBC or CNN? No, he's going on Fox 5, Penny Crone. And he goes right on there and he goes, no more ransom money. I'm going to give reward money for your dead bodies.
Yes.
And Renee Russo was not happy. She was, you're not getting my pussy.
Yeah.
But that's basically the movie, you know. I don't want to give out the ending or how it comes out, but there is the kid pisses himself. Let's just start that. That's great. Great kidnapping scenes. Great ending. Just a great movie all around.
So,
but number 3 on the list.
So again, well,
No
is there
skin. No
So
skin.
so it's got 2 out.
It could be PG-13, believe it or not.
All right.
Could-
No, but there's plenty of PG-13 doesn't mean it can't be a good movie.
Yeah. The number 2 movie, The Patriot.
Yes, and again, I myself saw that this past weekend. Hold on, don't give it away. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's in it.
First movie, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that was
was his first
movie.
Yeah.
He looked really very young, like before he got into drugs.
Heath Ledger. You know what? This movie, it just makes you want to kick a British person in their fucking crooked teeth
Yeah,
and say, fuck you and fuck the Queen.
it's basically the American version of Braveheart.
Yeah. And I believe it's a true story.
Well, wait, what was it? Hold on, let me see if I get this right. So, didn't his kid? They were kidnapping Heath Ledger, or the British were taking Heath Ledger.
Well, he just wants to live a simple life. His wife's dead. He's got like 9 kids, like in real life.
Yeah,
Gibson loves procreating,
yeah.
but his wife's dead. So he's got this farm. He's already killed tons of Indians and French. He loves killing French and Indians.
Okay.
It's through the movie. There's hints of it that, you know, he might be a psycho.
Yeah, and he
might have killed one
He
too
wants
many
this simple
Indians.
life. Okay, he doesn't want war anymore.
No.
He already did his time, you know. But why? I kept on yelling at his one son, like, you know, the one
The one that wanted to join that got killed?
Yeah, the one that went after his brother. You know,
Yeah. Well,
Don't move. Not a
yeah. Especially because Mel Gibson had it under control. He's saying, stand down, Samuel.
Yep.
Stand down. I'm going to handle this. But Samuel's a fucking idiot. And he decides to be a hero when there's 9,000 British soldiers out there with guns.
What do you think's gonna happen?
And yeah. And meanwhile, Gibson's like, I'm just going to hit him on the road on the way back.
Yeah,
We'll get him back.
smack him across.
But now Mel's got a dead son, and he's still got to rescue his other son, and he's got one less trigger person now.
Yep. Which I loved when I was watching how he had his family. Like they know how to they knew how to
Do you remember the saying? Aim small, miss small.
aim small, miss small. That's
Yeah.
right. He trained them so well.
My
in the
favorite
sneak attack.
part is when the sneak attack at the end, because they're popping up, and then Mel's out of bullets. Guess what he has? 2 tomahawks, motherfucker.
That's right. Yes.
He's just swinging,
Yep.
and you see blood and chunks, and he's fucking them up.
I love that scene.
And the last guy gives up, and he's thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to be captured prisoner. Mel Gibson doesn't take prisoners. Not when you kill his son. You just saw a ransom. He
Yep.
doesn't take kind of it. So that tomahawk ends up burying it in this motherfucker's head. Great film. I got hard on this. I got fucking hard just talking about it. I just great.
That is so. Actually, that's pretty. That is But
But
it's a hard-on movie.
it's a great American film about American independence and how the British can't be trusted.
They still can't be trusted.
No, we can't.
They're still pissed off.
And we're gonna see that in our number one movie. Because the fucking British, man, they come out all the time. The number one movie, and this is the number one movie of all fucking time.
Not just of
Not Gibson, of all fucking time. Braveheart. This is the type of
How
movie
could you not love this movie? I mean,
makes you want to paint your face, put on a skirt, and kill the English. The violence is fucking next level. My dad, the sound of the flute got this man horny. I mean, I'm telling you, I had to listen to this fucking soundtrack every fucking weekend when I would go to his house in Jersey.
what was the, aren't they Scotland? Like,
Yeah.
Are they Scotland?
It's like when that flute goes off, I'm ready to fucking kill British.
Yeah, well, Scotland was
But
trying to separate
But
from...
do you remember who the craziest one in his gang is? It's an Irishman.
Yeah,
Stephen's my name.
is that the guy with the cut up face?
No. The guy from Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Chibs? No, Chibs is there too. Chibs' wife gets...
Oh, that's right, that other
Yeah.
guy. Yes, I do remember.
Chibs takes fucking... That's called the Scottish Smile. Too.
Yes.
But just a great movie. You know, again, Mel Gibson just wants to be left alone. He's already had his parents killed by the fucking British. He just wants to marry this girl, be left alone.
Right.
But the British can't let this happen. The English can't let it happen. When back in the day, when you get married, an English officer had the first rights of the wife. So he gets married secretly.
Oh, that is right.
Yeah. So he gets married
Yes.
secretly in the woods.
The big R.
And it gets found out. And they try to rape her. Not when Mel Gibson's around.
Right.
So Mel Gibson lets the wife get killed.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's building up his militia. You're going to kill my wife? I'm going to fucking make you pay for it. And that's what he does. He goes out there and he gets about 20 other crazy Scotsmen. They put on their war paint and they fucking kill these savages. And they kill just everything. They're using spears, sticks, swords.
Anything at their disposal.
Dude, great film.
Basically, he raped England. That's really what
It is a true story.
Yeah.
And he just wanted freedom. That's all he wanted.
Regardless, what was it that happened at the end? When did he get his balls chopped off?
Well, no, after they pulled him apart.
Okay, so
And he was screaming freedom. They had one leg, they had the legs in his hands, and they just kept pulling him until he ripped apart. And then they buried each part of him in the four corners.
okay,
But guess what?
he still lives on.
Yeah.
He still lives on.
Yeah,
He still
they're
lives
not making movies about the fucking English. They're making movies about William Wallace.
Of course.
And they made a sequel to that.
Did they really? There was
Yeah.
part two. Was it
It wasn't with him, but it was with the King of Scotland.
John?
Oh my God. What the fuck am I drawing a blank? I hate the fucking pot on these, man. I can't think. It's the guy with the leprosy, his son. But anyway, they made it's a sequel. It's not as good as Braveheart. Like I said,
Mel
Braveheart's
Gibson's
number one movie
Of all time.
of all time. Take
Not
that.
not just Mel Gibson.
Of all time.
Well, you know what? First of all, how could I not agree with any of this stuff? Also, the fact that I'm just not as prepared as I should be to have any dispute. But unfortunately,
That's the thing.
or fortunately, we did get another email from someone, a follow-up to their other email from last week. And should we remember? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a pause.
Yeah, we're going to hit pause real quick.
Fucking fan. It's very unprofessional, Smook. Very unprofessional.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back through the magic of pausing and starting back up again. I just got to address the fact that this episode is probably the number one most disastrous episode we've done. We started out our original studio. We ended up in the community gym, and the
fucking kitchen in the community.
Yeah, and then the fucking fan went on. So now we're in Pat's. We're in Charky's truck right now, so we didn't get to test anything that's working, and we're just kind of winging it.
We're in the fucking front seat of my car.
So we just finished Charky's top 5 Mel Gibson movies, which brings us to a good point to read a follow-up email from one of our listeners last week, Mark. Let me read the email first. It says, "Great show today, boys. I'm dying. I need a not Busey on a t-shirt." Great idea. Correction for Charky. Tommy Lee Jones was the lead singer and harmonica player at the party in Under Siege. I love the fact that when Sharky is breaking down a hard to breaking down Hard to Kill as his number one Seagal movie, he's cognizant not to give spoilers 30 plus years after the film came out.
If you notice, I didn't do it today either.
Oh, yeah.
I never want to give a spoiler alert.
That was a seamless episode. My top 5 Gibson fills.
Pissing me off already.
Lethal Weapon, it has to be ranked as franchise, not in order from best to worst. 1, 2, 4, and 3.
Okay, we agree with number 1 was the best. Yeah, and I agree with the Lethal Weapon order. But I would have went... I actually agree with that order.
What?
2 and 4 are really close as a number 2.
Okay.
And 3 is definitely the worst one, but not horrible.
Okay.
That's when they get booked down from lieutenant to patrol officer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's when they get in trouble. Check this out.
We got a black walking around here. They're eyeing my car. Where he smokes fucking ghetto.
On his number 2 is Signs. Got it?
I don't agree with that at all.
I like that
And
movie.
like,
Great
dude,
great
come on.
building of suspense.
It's a fucking sandy dandy.
Do you even see the aliens?
Yeah, 3 fucking times. I went to that movie wanting to see fucking Independence Day again.
Okay.
That's what Mel Gibson as Will Smith. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, they live in a farm with.
No, they talk about possibility of aliens, and you see it in Brazil, and then you hear some fucking. And Joaquin Phoenix is not even at his best. Just swing.
Farm boy.
That's how you kill fucking aliens. You swing a fucking bat. Fucking Will Smith was flying an F-16. Come on, give me a fucking break with that bullshit.
His number 3, Ransom.
Yeah, I agree with him. 100%.
This is your number 3 Ransom too?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys match up there.
Gary Sinise is a great fucking bad guy in this movie. Great bad guy.
Yeah. Gary Sinise, why do I know that name? What are the...
Lieutenant Dan, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah.
Apollo 13.
Gotcha.
I think he runs Wounded for Warriors, too.
Another one, which I believe, which matches up with Mark, is his number 4 is The Patriot.
Number 2, though. Number 2.
And his number 5, which I actually watched this past weekend, which I thought was a good movie, was Man Without a Face.
Man Without a Face is great. Very underrated.
No skin, though.
No skin, but he does get to call people Jew.
Yes, he does.
You know, so that kind of makes up for the lack of skin.
What it was is, I think what he really enjoyed is him and the kid. They're reading something.
What was his name again? Come on, Ross Schneider.
Yeah. And when you see them reenacting, you could just tell he was loving calling someone a Jew while they're reenacting whatever play that was.
That's a great film. And it never, I think he was innocent. Let's be honest. He's never touching those fucking kids. That's all a bunch of bullshit. Mel Gibson doesn't need to touch kids.
Never.
And let's be honest, in today's America, with that face, he's still getting fucking laid. Guaranteed. It's a fucking
And he
amazing.
was a true coxman. You see his house in that movie. First of all, beautiful. And just he was always working on something, a boat or something, putting the kid to work.
He's living in a fucking $1 million mansion in New Hampshire. There's some 20-year-old that's looking past that fucking face and sucking his dick. I guarantee you. Guarantee you.
Mark also has 3 honorable mentions here: Edge of Darkness,
Great movie.
Bloodfather, and Road Warrior.
Road Warrior is a good one, but what about, it's a great one? Payback.
He continues with notes. I'm aware I faded Braveheart. If we're talking scale, yeah, it's on there. But rewatchability, no, it's outside the top 5.
Oh, fuck you.
I can turn on any of those 8 films in my top 5, catch them at any point, and cancel my plans and watch through.
Well, this just shows that he's not a real man. I like killing in the English and wearing skirts, motherfucker, painting my fucking face. That's what gets my dick hard.
And he has a prediction here. He goes, I can almost guarantee Sharky's list goes Patriot 1, Braveheart 2, Lethal Weapon 1, Lethal Weapon 2, number 5, Dragged Across Concrete. Have a week, Segredo. I don't know why he put his last name on there, but, we'll continue with Mark. Well, you know what, Mark? I really want to say thank you for
and
writing.
You're dismissing fucking Braveheart way too easy. Way too easy. I do like the Man Without a Face fucking add on there. That's gonna and that would hit my honorable mention.
And seeing how you probably listened to this full episode, we just discussed how Braveheart is not only the number in Sharky's mind, not only the number 1 Mel Gibson
greatest film in the history of fucking film, dude. I remember a segment on MTV Sports with Dan Cortez back in 1993 where he's actually an extra in Braveheart movie. He's actually one of the guys running around mooning and fucking killing people.
Oh, Dan Cortez.
Dan Cortez and Daisy Fuentes.
That's a great little tidbit right there.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember my dad took me out of school to see that movie.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
That was in 96?
93.
Oh,
93. We went to it. That's when you could see rated R movies because we weren't fucking pussies. And I turned out normal. I'm not touching little fucking kids. I'm not fucking committing crimes. I'm working every day.
my first rated R movie my dad took me to see was Terminator 2.
Dude, I had two chameleons at 4 years old named Commando and Predator. You know how I got those fucking names? Because I watched the fucking movies. My grandfather was a English film teacher, so he had Jaws. Dude, they thought I was a genius in nursery school because everyone's being their favorite bad guys like Batman and stuff.
Right.
I was like, I want to be Captain Ahab from Moby Dick. And they're like, how do you know Captain Ahab? And I go, come call me Ishmael, which is the first line of Moby Dick. So they're like, and my mom's like, no, he just watches a lot of movies.
I have a confession to make. Commando, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Great film.
Isn't that very similar?
Alyssa Milano too, at 14.
Isn't that similar to, what was it, Rambo 1? Didn't something fucked up happen? He blows up an island? And
Well, Rambo 1, First Blood, he's getting harassed by Brian Dennehy in the city. Commando, they kidnap his daughter, Bennett. I would be Bach Bennett. And you don't kidnap fucking Sam Malone, Alyssa Milano.
Right.
That's Sam Malone. Who's the boss? Look, tidbit for you too, Smook.
Yeah, she was also in, hold on, don't give it away from me.
Now she's a fucking liberal cunt. I would have fucked the shit out of her. Fear.
Yeah, that's what I was going
fucking film.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a whore. You fucking whore.
Yeah.
I love to dump my load right on our fucking cunt face.
Well, Mark, I just want to say thank you for the email.
Next week.
You know what? I think
Top 5 Tarantino films.
You, Mark, should continue writing in, giving your feedback and thoughts on things. And, this could be a nice little bit we can go for in the future.
Well, Tarantino top 5 next week.
Okay.
Hateful Eight better be in there, fucking Mark. Better be, motherfucker.
So moving on right now, this will probably be our last little thing, right, for today. I'm gonna let Charky take over this one. What did you call this?
War stories.
War stories, and this is
Who shit on Angus's bed? Back in 2004, when Angus lived in my house, he came home one night.
Who else lived there, real quick? Last name.
Hutter.
Okay.
So Kai lived there too for a fucking couple months.
Okay.
When Chung Suk fucking broke up when she was fucking what's her name behind his back.
Oh God.
He lived in her living room. But
we went out for the night, right?
no. I was drinking with Mark all fucking day at the Spare Rib.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Somehow we ended up back at you.
Well, someone shit on Angus's bed. He came home, the power was out in his room, and he found shit. And
there's
now
a lawnmower in there too, right?
No, that was a different night. I started the lawnmower. I'm gonna divulge who did it all these years later. So we'll start. Me and Mark.
It's been a mystery. So hold on, wait a second. So it's been a mystery after all these years.
The Musquet
right?
has been blamed.
No.
He blamed the Musquets.
No, he blamed the dogs. He said
He said you gotta start locking the back door. The Musquets came over and walked all over my bed with dog shit.
Oh my God, I thought he said that dogs were out. Let dogs run in.
He knew exactly. Well, I'm gonna divulge. Let me start with the whole story. So it starts off. Me and Mark are drinking in the afternoon. So we went to the Spare Rib to Mumbles. Remember Mumbles?
Yeah,
by my house?
that's where we met up with.
Yeah, we had to mumble it up. So we went from there to my house. The last thing I remember is Gretel pulled up on my fucking front lawn. Yeah. So the Jeep's parked right on the front lawn.
Yep.
We're in there, and
inside's me, you, Hutter,
McCann, and Segredo. It ends up $80 gets offered. Let's just put it this way.
Why were you angry?
Angus was just being a dick. He wasn't paying his rent. He was holding mine and Hutter's rent and not paying the entire rent to our landlord, Rob, until he had the money.
Right.
So it's making all of us look like an asshole.
Right.
And he was always spending too much money. He was a fucking shitty roommate.
Okay.
you know, and it's just fun to fuck with someone, you know? He's just a big fucking someone to fuck with. And I was bored and drunk. And it ended up $80 came involved if I took a shit on Angus's bed.
Because you were ranting and raving about.
Yeah. So I said $80. I just spent $80 that day drinking.
Okay.
That fucking sounded like a good thing to me. So I go in there and I drop 2 logs right on his fucking bed. I run out.
Please describe. Hold on.
Well, so I'm
walking in.
No,
describe the room.
yeah. So Angus has a futon mattress, a shitty one, not like one that I brought from Kai.
Right.
There's like a fucking $200 fucking shitty futon and like a sheet on
the floor.
there. He's got nothing else in this fucking room except a lamppost. So I'm squatted over the bed. I drop 2 logs. Right as the second log's coming out of my ass, McCann, Hutter, Segreto walk in. McCann's laughing so fucking hard, he falls into the fucking lamppost, and it knocks out the power into fucking Angus's room.
Also, there's the fan, too.
Yeah. So I hop out. I gotta hop in the shower to clean my asshole.
Well, meanwhile, I think I'm on the outside of the room because we were in the den watching TV.
Yeah.
And I'm all fucked up. You got to realize at this point in our lives, you know, there's a lot of stuff.
Dude, we're sitting on someone's bed. We're not sober. I think everyone in fucking America realizes we're fucked up.
Yeah.
So I went to the bathroom to clean my asshole. You know, as we discussed in previous podcasts, I like a clean asshole after I shit. No toilet paper, asshole cleaning. So
you and McCann went in there at the same time. So it was first you, but
no. Then Segreto comes to me as I'm coming out of the bathroom. Give me my $20 back and I'll shit on the bed too. So Segreto goes over and shits on his bed. I think Segreto runs to the bathroom after. I'm coming back. Now, McCann's got Angus's Big Bertha Callaway's golf clubs, and he's spreading the shit all over his room, on the walls, all over the bed. And I'm like, oh my God. So now we're like, I think we might have went a little too far. Like, this got a little too out of control. So Hutter and Angus had the biggest rooms.
And again,
I lived
who else is there? So who's there? It's me, you, Hutter, McCann.
And Segreto. No. Big Jeff came a little later, but he wasn't there at the time. But at that time, it was just us.
Yeah.
So my buddy Big Jeff comes over, who's like 6'4", 320, and all of us go into my room, which is a closet. It's a fucking closet that was turned into a bedroom.
We're all still watching TV late at night when Angus comes home from work. He walks in.
Angus worked all day at Long Island Truck Parts, and then he went to Renzo's and delivered pizza all night.
Yeah.
So he's fucking tired.
Yeah, because
I've been drinking all day.
Well, what happened is he came home first, because this is the part that I remember. He came home first, and he was like, "What's up, guys?" Like, you know, we're all sitting in the living room, and we're stifling our laughs, right? And we're trying not to look at each other because you know you're gonna lose it.
Yeah,
because everyone's trying to stifle their laughs, and what I will never forget this. He walked into his room.
No, you're way too early.
Okay.
We all go to my room after he gets home, except Hutter went with the bartender from Spare Rib.
Okay.
He went into his room with.
Okay.
And acted like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Even though he was spreading the shit all over. I want to put that on the record right now. He was one of the golf club spreading shitters on there. I'm putting that on the record.
I'm putting on the record that I did not leave that den except for to watch people.
Smokler was egging me on the whole time. I think $20 of it was one of his money.
No, I didn't have money then. They called me a Jew back then.
I think he gave me a Vicodin. Smoke was there and he knew the whole thing. I wanted that put on the record also.
Everyone there knew.
So we go into my little room to watch TV. Except McCann. McCann's a sadistic fuck who decides to sit out there with Angus and watch TV with them.
Yeah.
They hang out with Angus after he spread shit all over his bed.
Yeah.
So we're in my room. Angus comes over and he goes, Sharky, can you wake me up for work tomorrow morning? And I'm like, I'm at your fucking alarm clock, motherfucker.
I think I was with McCann.
Oh, in Washington?
Because I never left that room because at this point, you were in your room.
I was with Segreto and Big Jeff and Big Jeff's girlfriend at the time. We were
When
in
they-
my room.
Well, I was with someone. I still think I remember looking at Mark trying to stifle his laugh when Angus goes in his room. There's a bunch of us in there.
Yeah, this is what McCann tells me. He falls into his bed.
So this was
First he comes over and he goes, the power's out in my room.
no. So I watch Angus go into his room, and because I can still just imagine being tired, his blankets on top of everything. And have you ever just been so tired you just kind of slide into your bed to go underneath your pillow? Okay.
No, but before that,
Mark is not in your room.
No.
I remember looking at him in the corner.
No, but before that, he came over and said something about the power.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just got home. I had no fucking clue.
I think a bunch of us eventually went into the living room because I remember us all
Not me.
looking at each other. No, you are the only one who hid in your
No,
room.
Hunter was in his room too.
Okay. So, it was me, McCann, and fucking Mark. So then Angus, because his bedroom was right next to the den, he goes in there, okay? I'll never forget, the lights off, and he's like, what the fuck? Oh, no, he didn't say that yet. So the lights off went out, so he can't see anything. And all of a sudden, you hear him go into his bed, like the spring goes, and you hear, what the fuck? And I'm looking at McCann and I'm looking at Mark, and I see Mark biting his knuckles. We're trying to hide our laugh, and he comes out.
McCann's a serial killer because McCann fucking goes and helps him clean the shit up.
Yeah, so that's where how McCann gave it away was Angus comes out and he goes, guys, what the fuck?
No, he comes running into my room.
Okay, but
And
he
he
had
goes-
to pass us first, and
He was pissed.
he had to pass us first, and he goes, did someone leave a door open?
Yeah.
Referring to animals
And,
running.
and we never locked those fucking doors.
Yeah, I
either.
know. That's what it was. Is he was blaming animals coming in, and he wasn't wrong. A bunch of fucking
Drunk animals. Shark.
Because I still remember he was like, dude, were there dogs? Like, since when do wild dogs?
Well, it was shit, and it looked like someone walked all over with shit because McCann spread it so good. It was on his golf club, and then I remember he comes into my room and he's like, "You gotta lock the back door because someone broke in here. I think it's the Musketeers, and they walked all over my bed with shit." And I'm like, "You don't blame me, motherfucker."
He was so mad at him. At the time.
I go, "Fuck you! You don't blame." You gotta flip it right on him, Smokey. You gotta. And I'm like, I think they were in my room too. I got shit in my room.
Yeah, and McCann, who was someone at the time who never did anything for anyone else. Okay, I think we all felt really bad, but McCann, somehow lights go back on or flashlights are being used in there, and Angus is really putting it together. There's shit all over his room and in his bed, and all of a sudden, we're all trying to play stupid. But McCann is helping him take the blankets out. He's picking up the thing. Other people's shit. A man who never did anything for anyone else.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how he did it, though. I don't know how. Because it was fucking... I started feeling bad a little bit. But you can't let him know you're feeling bad, because then he would have known.
Yeah, I felt bad immediately afterwards. And
you're like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah,
he like brings his shitty sheets. He brings them in the car with him. I would have threw him the fuck out, but he's such a Jew. He didn't want to waste the fucking money to buy new sheets.
Yeah, and I just want to go back to the shitting of it because I was watching. So when McCann. Who Mark got his money back from you?
Yeah.
So they went in at the same time.
Did McCann and Hunter ever shit on it, or did they just spread the fucking shit? I think McCann or
Hunter,
you know what?
So
you know
Hunter
what?
Didn't
one of them piss on him?
Yes, but Hunter and me were the ones. First of all, I'm not taking any blame for myself. I was there.
No, Hunter was fucking in the middle of it. You know, he's not getting out fucking scot free. He was spreading that shit with the golf clubs.
So what it was is, I think Mark and McCann went in at the same time. Okay, and they were both trying to do the double shit, and because you got two grown men trying to do this, McCann slipped, and there was a light next to him. There's this like a
lamppost.
It was a lamppost
next
to him, and he fucking
fell right into it. I would never forget because he was laughing so hard. And just to see his big fucking bald head.
So I think that him and Mark both decided, they both decided that we're going to do it at the same time. And I don't think McCann got anything for it.
No.
Money was exchanged.
No, I got the most.
Mark
got his money back.
He broke even. He broke even.
Yeah.
And McCann, just out of the kindness of his heart, wanted to deliver.
Dude, and I don't know if they were drunk. Me and Segreto were at the bar.
Yeah, well, we were high as shit.
Yeah.
And there was probably a lot of cocaine involved.
But it was the afternoon, too. It was like a Friday afternoon.
So I want to challenge you on one thing with us. This was the same night as the lawnmower.
No, it wasn't. It was not. I started the lawnmower a night that me and Nuge fucking took ecstasy, and wait.
Oh, that might be what instigated this, was because you were already pissed and you did the lawnmower. I think I was there. Maybe I wasn't there when the lawnmower was in there, but it was because we were talking about the lawnmower and you were getting so fired up. You were so angry with Angus because I get whatever was going on with the rent. You know, that you couldn't let it go.
About it.
Because he deserved 3 different logs fucking spread over.
I felt bad after it, though.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah.
You know, McCann really felt bad because he was fucking helping people.
You know what? You know what hurt me the most about it was the next day, speaking to Dave Adler, who I respected, and saying like, dude, I don't know who did that. You gotta find out. And I'm like, oh man.
So it was one of those things.
Yeah.
Where it's like when someone steals someone's drugs and then you're trying to help them find it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I couldn't tell him, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, because Dave felt, because Angus was naturally was really upset, and
yeah,
it was his brother. You know, like Dave's like, dude, this really fucked up. And there's no way Dave did not think that he knew he had someone.
They all knew it was me. Yeah. Everyone to this day still thought it was me, but they just couldn't prove it.
Yeah. DNA was the fucking.
Let's just be honest. I was the only one home. There's a fucking Jeep on the front lawn. Where do you think the shit came from, Angus? Let's be totally honest.
You know, let's be honest here. Yeah, like. What friend wants to believe that his own friend shit in his bed, you know? And yeah, it was a horrible thing. I mean, it's funny now.
I did a couple different things to him. The one other time was one time I flipped around this whole fucking room, opposite world.
Yeah.
You're in a fun house now, fatty.
Yeah. You made his life hell.
But the best was when me, Nuge, and Aussie took ecstasy all night. And it's like, literally 5 a.m, the sun was coming up. I took all the living room furniture, put it in front of his fucking door so he couldn't get out because he had a push out door. Then we went outside and I got the hose and I put it through his window and I turned the water on to flood him out. Yeah. And he couldn't get,
Wait, so can I ask you something? Wait. How did Nuge get scot-free with this?
Nuge wasn't there at the time.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure.
No, otherwise, he worked at the hospital at the time.
Oh, really? That goes that far back?
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't trying to sell you down the river or anything, Nuge. You seem to
he
always
was with me with the SWAT team.
Okay.
When we went, that was like a SWAT.
All right, Gene, you get off that one. Yeah. Hey, we are going so rogue with names, by the way, this time.
It's nothing bad. Just shitting on him. The statute, Angus, also, the statute of limitations is far, I checked this out before. Statute of limitations is far removed on this. Fuck you.
Well, holy shit. I can't believe we relived that one. I don't know. I think that a new segment, somehow we need to, so it doesn't just become, just stupid stories of that only like you had to be there stories. I've been, mulling up in my head some really fucked up stories myself that none of my friends know. I might be divulging on air, just really terrible.
Well, the one you talked about the fucking the blacks and they hold you hostage.
Yeah,
that might be a little too dark for this episode.
Yeah, no, I got that one and another one that was.
There's no more shitting on people,
Yeah,
these are like Smook's Hillian held hostage by black guys.
Yeah. Also, that's what happens when you start shooting cocaine. It brings you to a whole nother fucking level.
Yeah, who would have thought? I did. That's why I never shot cocaine, Smook.
But we gotta wrap up this disastrous, shitty fucking.
It got
episode.
better in the fucking car.
Yeah, it did.
Because I could fucking be me. I was fucking on a leash in there. Yeah. I wasn't feeling fucking welcomed.
Yeah. But In conclusion, first and foremost, we want to thank all of our listeners, everyone, but I want to give another shout out to our people in Germany.
The Scheiße.
We can see our numbers. We can see you are continuing to listen and download. Continue listening, download. We want to fucking hear from you. We want send us an email. Love us, need us, anything.
We can translate it. We have Google fucking Speak.
Yeah. My wife is Chinese. How do you think I learned how to talk to her?
She really didn't speak English?
She did, but like
sucky $2. She understood that, didn't she? Smooth.
Yeah. I needed to, she had broken English, but I used Google
I love
Translate.
broken English.
I had to use Google Translate to get her comfortable enough to speak with us. So Germany, please,
How good is she in math? She does good long division.
She's good business wise. Like when it comes with business.
They got a sixth sense, those gooks. They really do.
You're so fucked.
They really do.
You're so fucked.
Dude, I decided for Thanksgiving,
right?
I'm done eating turkey.
Okay.
I'm eating gook food from now on. That's my new Thanksgiving tradition.
Okay, what?
Like, I'm really, because it's a day I'm off. I should be able to eat what I want to fucking eat that day.
Wow,
and I don't like turkey.
Why? So American holiday.
It is because we fucking defeated the Indians. I'm gonna eat some fucking native food that day.
Okay.
Some real fucking savages. Your people, Smoke.
Shit.
I'm gonna eat cat. You eat turkey. I don't like the fucking shit they have in turkey. It makes you go to sleep.
Thanksgiving is actually very boring. Actually, if you ask me,
you got fucking football all day.
No, I'm talking about the food.
I like Christmas. Christmas, we always get prime rib at my house.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah. We sometimes do the Italian Christmas.
By the way, since we're in a new America, we could say Merry Christmas, you fag, retard. Thank you, President-elect Trump.
Yeah,
free speech is back.
Please visit our, again, sorry for excuses, social medias, which is Instagram, CNT, Can't Understand Normal Thinking at Instagram, YouTube, spelled the right way.
Same with Podbean.
And yes, and check out Podbean. Like us, follow us on here, keep downloading, and our X account, which is...
Yeah, if you listen to the show, fucking follow too, man.
Yeah.
We need followers before we can do a live.
Yeah, and once we get it, once from just people listening to this, we will be doing more promotional shit.
How do you buy followers? There's got to be a way.
I don't know. Let's not even worry about that yet.
Email us a way to buy followers.
Yeah, if you know any of that shit, we could always use the help. Otherwise, we'll figure it out, but it's going to take longer.
I bought brand new mics this week too, and I didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Oh yeah,
dude, I told you 100 fucking. We're using a fucking one mic between two of us. And I bought $150 Movo mics.
It came in a fucking briefcase.
Yeah.
You need a fucking master's degree
Dude, I called that thing a fucking nigger 5 times last night and kicked it. I was only setting up the stands and I couldn't fucking figure it the fuck out. It's got heavy duty wires and it's going to take at least 3 Adderalls to figure that motherfucker out.
Well, maybe me and Charky will actually get together before actually recording one of these days and get it done. And don't forget about our X account, which is CNTUNDER, or UNDST 48334. I fucked that one up, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll say it again next week.
Yep.
And just thank you guys very much. Germany, I want to fucking hear from you. All right?
Boy. Nah, we need to get our outro song, Smoke.
Oh,
we got a new outro song this week.
Sorry, guys. I fucked that one up again, so hold on. And thank you very much. We're out of here.
It's that real shit, yo.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on!
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look.
Nigga.
In a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick.
Friends to know.
My nigga.
Ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading rainbow.
Here we go again.
I can be anything.
Same old shit. What?
Take a look.
Nigga.
In a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
See, this is the shit I be talking about.
Reading
You think it's a game?